In a disturbing incident outside his residence in Lithuania, Leonid Volkov, a staunch ally of the late Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, endured a brutal assault. Volkov described suffering a fractured arm and enduring 15 hammer blows to his leg. Lithuanian intelligence suspects Russian involvement, a suspicion echoed by Volkov himself, who sees it as a sinister message from Putin's stronghold, St. Petersburg.
Historically, Putin is weak because his regime is not based on institutions, on any solid base. Putin's legacy will be very bad, and he's not able to continue what he's doing. He will not be able to pass the power to a successor. He will not be able to appoint or to grow the next one, and so on. Murder of Alexei Navalny, and we have absolutely no doubt, it's beyond reasonable doubt, that it was Putin's personal order to kill him on February 16th.
Despite sustaining injuries, authorities are investigating the attack as Volkov returned home in Vilnius. Lithuanian President Gitanas Nausėda defiantly that Putin's intimidation tactics hold no sway in their territory, sharing distressing images on social media. Another member of Navalny's team, Ivan Zashdanov, highlighted the political nature of the assault, emphasizing the silent yet clear message it conveyed. Despite his injuries, Volkov remains resolute, vowing to escalate their activism against such violence. He calls on Russians to peacefully protest ahead of the upcoming presidential elections, living in exile for safety. Volkov has played a key role in continuing Navalny's legacy, leading anti-corruption efforts and amplifying dissent through various channels. Despite persecution, Navalny's movement persists, garnering support within and outside Russia. Conversely, a UN human rights expert on Russia stated that Alexei Navalny's death was Moscow's responsibility, either due to him being killed in prison or died from conditions amounting to torture. Mariana Katsarova made this assertion during an event on Russian political prisoners at the United Nations in Geneva.
The fact that he spent in the past several years 300 days in solitary confinement in punishment cells is already, I have called on many occasions that his conditions of detention amounted to torture and ill treatment. So he was tortured, essentially. It was a slow death over these several years. There is a possibility that he was also killed in the last few days, but we can only know through an independent investigation. The authorities did the opposite. They didn't even want to give the body to the family or to initiate any meaningful investigation. So the Russian government is responsible one way or another for his death.
Now, the Kremlin has portrayed Navalny and his supporters as lawbreakers and Western tools seeking to destabilize Russia. It denies Yulia Navalnaya's accusations that President Vladimir Putin had him killed. Yulia Navalnaya, Navalny's widow, recently noted the significant public support for Navalny's cause since his death, calling for a large-scale protest against Putin on March 17. As Navalny's widow echoes his call to action, the resilience of opposition voices against the Putin regime underscores a determination to challenge authoritarianism. Despite facing serious personal risks,